Have you ever wondered if there's something extraordinary hidden within you, waiting to be unleashed? What if the hero the world needs isn't someone else, but you? This video will show you how to answer that call and step into your true potential. Think about the legendary heroes of the past. Hercules with his incredible strength, Joan of Arc leading armies, King Arthur pulling Excalibur from the stone. We've been told these chosen ones were special, destined for greatness. But what if that's not the whole truth? Here's a mind-blowing idea. The power of the chosen one isn't just for a lucky few. It's in you right now. Ignoring this power means missing out on your true purpose. But if you embrace it, you could change your life and the world. Get ready to discover secrets that will change how you see yourself and your place in the universe. Your journey to becoming the hero of your own story starts now. Your journey begins with echoes from the past. What if the ancient myths and legends weren't just stories, but hidden messages about your own potential? The heroes of old might hold the key to unlocking the power within you. Throughout history, tales of extraordinary individuals have captivated our imagination. Picture Moses parting the Red Sea, Perseus slaying Medusa, or Mulan defying societal norms. These legendary figures weren't just characters in stories. They represent something much deeper. Consider the traits these heroes share: unwavering courage in the face of danger, steadfast integrity when tempted, and an unshakable sense of purpose driving them forward. Sound familiar? These qualities aren't reserved for mythical beings. They're reflections of the human spirit at its finest. But here's where it gets truly fascinating. These same heroic traits don't just belong to the pages of ancient texts. They're alive and well in the modern world, embodied by ordinary people who've tapped into their inner greatness. Think about Oprah Winfrey, who overcame a tough childhood to inspire millions of people around the world. Or Warren Buffett, who started with very little but worked hard and became one of the most successful investors ever. These aren't people who were born to be great. They're regular individuals who discovered their inner strength, made smart choices, and changed their own lives as well as the lives of many others. The line between myth and reality blurs when we look closely. Heroes battled monsters and faced impossible odds. But aren't these just epic versions of the struggles we all face? Your daily battles may not involve dragons, but overcoming fear, standing up for what's right, or chasing your dreams takes the same inner strength. Here's a thought-provoking idea. What if these myths were never meant to be about unreachable demigods? What if they're actually messages passed down through generations, reminding us of our own potential for greatness? This idea challenges everything we've been taught about heroes and chosen ones. It suggests that the power to change the world isn't granted by some external force. It's a flame that burns within each of us, waiting to be ignited. Imagine for a moment that you're the hero of your own epic tale. The challenges you face are your monsters to slay. Your integrity in difficult moments is your magical sword. And that feeling deep in your gut telling you to stand up for what's right, that's your call to adventure. By viewing your life through this lens, everyday actions take on new significance. Suddenly, small acts of kindness become heroic deeds. Persevering through hardship transforms into an epic quest. And the choice to follow your heart despite obstacles? That's you pulling the sword from the stone, proving your worth. This shift in perspective is powerful. Greatness isn't about being chosen. It's about choosing. Choosing bravery when silence is easier. Choosing to stand firm in your values when the world sways. Choosing to believe in your potential, even when others doubt you. The echoes of ancient myths resonate in our modern world because they speak to timeless truths about the human experience. They remind us that the seeds of greatness lie dormant in every heart, waiting for the right moment to sprout. As you ponder your inner greatness, ask yourself, is your belief in fate the chain holding you back? What if destiny isn't given from above, but forged by your own determination? Imagine what you could accomplish if you embrace this power. The idea of a predetermined destiny has captivated humanity for millennia. It's comforting to think that our lives are part of some grand divine plan. But what if this belief is actually holding us back? Consider how often we hear phrases like, "It's meant to be," or "Everything happens for a reason." While these words might offer solace in difficult times, they can also become excuses for inaction. Think about it like this. If you believe your path is already set, why bother trying to change it? This mindset can lead to a sense of helplessness, causing you to settle for less than you're capable of achieving. It's like being trapped in an invisible cage of your own making. But here's the liberating truth. Your future isn't written in stone. It's a blank canvas waiting for you to pick up the brush. Every choice you make, every action you take, is a brushstroke on that canvas. You're not just a character in a pre-written story, you're the author. History is full of people who refuse to let others define their limits. Take Thomas Edison, for example. Despite failing many times and having little formal education, he didn't give up or settle for an average life. Instead, he kept pushing forward and invented things like the phonograph, the electric light bulb, and the motion picture camera. His inventions changed the world, proving that with determination, anyone can overcome challenges and make a lasting impact. Or consider Stephen Hawking. When diagnosed with a debilitating disease, many would have seen it as an unalterable fate. But Hawking chose a different path. He didn't just accept his condition, he transcended it, exploring the cosmos with his mind and changing our understanding of the universe. These individuals didn't succeed because they were chosen or because fate favored them. They succeeded because they chose themselves. They looked at the hand they were dealt and said, "I can do better." But it's not just about famous figures. This power of self-determination exists within each of us. Think about a time when you faced a challenge that seemed insurmountable. Did you give up, or did you find a way to overcome it? That moment of perseverance was you shaping your own destiny. Of course, this doesn't mean life is always easy, or that we have control over everything that happens to us. Unexpected events and circumstances will always be a part of life, but it's how we respond to these challenges that truly defines our path. Embracing this perspective can be both liberating and terrifying. It means taking full responsibility for your life. No more blaming fate or circumstances for your situation. But it also means recognizing the incredible power you hold to shape your future. What would change if you fully embraced this? How would you approach your goals, knowing it's your actions, not fate, that hold the key? What dreams have you held back, thinking they weren't meant to be? As you contemplate the power of your choices, consider this. What if the world's spiritual traditions and modern science are both pointing to the same profound truth about human potential? There's a common thread weaving through ancient teachings and recent discoveries that suggests we might be far more extraordinary than we ever dared to believe. For centuries, spiritual traditions have spoken of the divine spark within us. In Hinduism, it's called Atman, the inner self, one with the universe. It's like having a piece of the cosmic puzzle inside you, waiting to be uncovered. Buddhism speaks of Buddha nature, an enlightenment seed already planted in your mind, waiting to bloom. It's not about becoming something new, but revealing what's already there. Christianity echoes this idea too. The kingdom of God is within you reminds us that divinity isn't just in the heavens, it's within your heart. Now here's where it becomes truly powerful. Modern psychology and neuroscience are catching up with these ancient truths. Abraham Maslow's idea of self-actualization is about reaching the top of our needs pyramid to become the best version of ourselves, fully realizing our potential. But it's not just about psychology. Your brain is proof of your potential. Scientists call it neuroplasticity, your brain's ability to rewire itself. Think of your mind as a garden you can constantly reshape and replant. Then there's epigenetics, which shows how your behaviors and environment affect your genes. You're not just a passive recipient of your DNA. You actively shape it through your choices and experiences. So, what does all this mean for you? It means that the power to shape your life and reach your full potential isn't just a nice idea. It's backed up by both ancient wisdom and cutting-edge science. You're not a finished product, but a work in progress with the ability to grow, change, and evolve. Think about it this way. Every choice you make, every skill you practice, every challenge you overcome is literally reshaping your brain and influencing your genes. You're not just living your life, you're actively creating yourself with every passing moment. This knowledge is both exciting and a bit scary. It means that you have more power than you might have realized, but it also means you have more responsibility. If you have this incredible potential within you, what are you going to do with it? Your actions don't exist in isolation. They're like pebbles dropped into a seismic pond, creating waves that touch distant shores. What if the smile you gave a stranger this morning set off a chain reaction that changed someone's life halfway across the world? The interconnectedness of our reality is more profound than we often realize. Imagine a vast web of energy, invisible to the naked eye, connecting every living being on Earth. This web isn't just a fanciful idea. It's rooted in both ancient wisdom and cutting-edge science. From the intricate balance of ecosystems to the complex dance of subatomic particles, everything in our universe is deeply interconnected. Think about the last time you watched a nature documentary. Remember how a small change in one part of an ecosystem can have huge effects elsewhere. That's not just true for forests and oceans. It applies to human society too. Your actions, no matter how small they seem, send ripples through this vast network of connections. Consider social media. One heartfelt post can spread like wildfire, touching thousands of lives in a matter of hours. But this interconnectedness goes far beyond the digital world. Every choice you make, every word you speak, has the potential to create a ripple effect that reaches far beyond your immediate surroundings. Scientists studying quantum physics have discovered something mind-blowing. Particles can be connected across vast distances, influencing each other instantly. It's called quantum entanglement, and it suggests that at the most fundamental level, everything in the universe is linked in ways we're only beginning to understand. But what does all this mean for you? It means that your actions carry more weight than you might think. That act of kindness you performed yesterday? It might have inspired someone to pay it forward, creating a chain reaction of goodwill. The passion project you've been working on in your spare time, it could spark an idea in someone else's mind, leading to innovations that change the world. This interconnectedness also means that we have a greater responsibility to each other and to the planet. Every choice we make, from the products we buy to the way we treat others, sends ripples through the web of life. By being mindful of these connections, we can become more intentional about the impact we have on the world around us. Understanding our place in this vast network can be both humbling and empowering. It reminds us that we're part of something much larger than ourselves, while also highlighting the incredible potential each of us has to create positive change. So the next time you're faced with a choice, big or small, remember this: your actions matter more than you know. You're not just living your life in isolation, you're an active participant in shaping the world around you. Every kind word, every thoughtful action, every step towards your dreams is a contribution to the collective tapestry of human experience. As you weave your thread into the fabric of existence, have you ever paused to wonder about the true extent of your inner power? Within you lies a slumbering giant, possessing strengths and talents beyond your wildest imagination. What if unlocking this sleeping potential could transform not just your life, but the very fabric of reality itself? Consider this divine truth. You are a living, breathing mystery waiting to be solved. The journey to uncover your hidden talents is like embarking on an inner treasure hunt. It's time to dust off your mental compass and set sail on the most thrilling adventure of all, the exploration of your own untapped potential. Imagine your mind as a vast, uncharted landscape. Each peak and valley represents a different aspect of your being, some familiar, others completely unknown. To navigate this terrain, you need the right tools. One of the most powerful is mindfulness meditation. By quieting the constant chatter of your thoughts, you create space to hear the whispers of your inner wisdom. Picture yourself sitting comfortably, eyes closed, focusing on your breath. As you breathe in and out, you start to notice the subtle sensations in your body, the ebb and flow of your emotions. This simple practice can reveal insights about yourself that have been hiding in plain sight. Another powerful tool for self-discovery is journaling. Think of it as having a conversation with your deepest self. By putting pen to paper or fingers to keyboard, you give form to your thoughts and feelings. You might be surprised by what emerges. That nagging idea you've been dismissing. It could be the seed of your next great passion. But what about those pesky roadblocks that seem to pop up whenever you try to grow? Fear and self-doubt are like guard dogs protecting the status quo. They bark loudly, trying to scare you away from change. The key is to recognize them for what they are, just thoughts, not facts. When fear whispers, "You'll fail," counter it with, "What if I succeed?" When self-doubt mutters, "You're not good enough," respond with, "I'm learning and growing every day." By challenging these limiting beliefs, you start to see them for what they are, old stories that no longer serve you. Remember, uncovering your true potential isn't about becoming someone new. It's about peeling away the layers of expectation and conditioning to reveal the authentic you that's been there all along. It's like polishing a gemstone. The beauty was always there. It just needed some attention to shine. As you embark on this journey of self-discovery, be patient with yourself. Rome wasn't built in a day, and neither is a fully realized sense of self. Celebrate small victories. Did you try something new today? That's progress. Did you face a fear, even if it was scary? That's courage. The path to awakening your inner giant isn't always smooth. There will be bumps and detours along the way. But here's the exciting part. Each challenge is an opportunity for growth. When you hit a roadblock, ask yourself, what can I learn from this? Your greatest strengths often emerge from your biggest struggles. Embracing this journey of self-discovery isn't just about personal gain. As you uncover and nurture your unique gifts, you become better equipped to contribute to the world around you. Your growth ripples outward, touching the lives of others in ways you might never fully realize. Your growth touches others in profound ways, but have you ever wondered if your perceived flaws are holding you back? What if those supposed weaknesses are actually the key to unlocking your true power? The universe often hides our greatest gifts in the most unexpected places. Think about the things that make you different. Maybe you're always daydreaming, or you can't sit still, or you see patterns where others don't. Society might tell you to change these things, but what if they're actually your superpowers in disguise? Consider Albert Einstein. He struggled in school and had trouble with traditional learning, but his unique way of thinking led him to come up with ideas that changed how we understand the universe. His flaws were actually the source of his genius. You're one of a kind, and that's your greatest strength. No one else has your exact mix of talents, experiences, and quirks. This uniqueness isn't just good for you, it's essential for the world. Imagine if everyone was the same. We'd have no new ideas, no creativity, no progress. So how do you uncover and embrace your unique gifts? Start by paying attention to what comes naturally to you. What activities make you lose track of time? What do people often compliment you on? These can be clues to your hidden talents. Next, try reframing your perceived weaknesses. If you're always lost in thought, maybe you have a rich inner world that could lead to amazing creative ideas. If you're overly sensitive, perhaps you have a deep capacity for empathy that could make you an excellent counselor or artist. It's not always easy to stand out. You might worry about being judged or not fitting in. But remember, The things that make you different are often the things that make you extraordinary. Embracing your uniqueness takes courage, but it's worth it. Try expressing your unique traits through art, music, or writing. These creative outlets can help you celebrate what makes you special. And don't be afraid to share your gifts with others. You never know who might be inspired by your example. Being true to yourself isn't just about personal fulfillment. When you embrace your uniqueness, you give others permission to do the same. You become a beacon of authenticity in a world that often pressures people to conform. Your quirks and oddities aren't flaws to be fixed. They're gifts to be cherished. They're the tools you'll use to make your mark on the world. So instead of trying to fit in, focus on standing out. Cultivate your unique talents and let them shine. Remember, the world doesn't need another copy. It needs you, the real, unfiltered, amazingly unique you. Your differences are your strengths. Your supposed flaws might just be your ticket to greatness. Embrace them, develop them, and watch as they transform not just your life, but the lives of those around you. As you step into your authentic self, you'll find that your unique gifts have the power to inspire, create, and transform. You'll discover that what you once thought of as weaknesses are actually your greatest assets. And in doing so, you'll encourage others to embrace their own uniqueness. Imagine a world where every person's unique gifts combine to create a symphony of transformation. What role will you play in this spiritual orchestra? Your personal growth isn't just about you. It's about your potential to change the entire world. Every choice you make sends ripples through the fabric of reality, touching lives in ways you might never see. Consider this. A single drop of water can create waves that travel across an entire ocean. Your actions work the same way. That small act of kindness you performed yesterday, it could be the spark that ignites a chain reaction of goodwill, spreading far beyond your immediate circle. Consider someone like Steve Jobs. He started with a simple vision in his garage, and through his passion and persistence, he revolutionized the tech industry, changing how millions of people live and work. Your unique voice holds the same potential to spark massive change. You don't need to change the world to make a real difference. Sometimes, the biggest transformations start with yourself. Maybe you set a goal to lose a few pounds by walking more or eating healthier, taking control of your health step by step. Or perhaps it's about breaking a bad habit, like cutting back on smoking or sticking to a budget, so you can save for something important. These personal changes might seem small, but they can lead to a better version of yourself and inspire those around you to do the same. Your choices ripple out in other ways too. The products you buy, the way you treat others, even the energy you put out into the world. It all contributes to shaping our collective reality. When you choose to live with intention and kindness, you're not just improving your own life, you're helping to create a more positive, compassionate world for everyone. This might sound like a big responsibility, and in some ways it is, but it's also incredibly empowering. You have the ability to be a force for good in the world, simply by being your authentic self and making choices aligned with your values. Think of it like this. We're all threads in the grand tapestry of existence. Each of us is unique and essential to the overall picture. When you embrace your true colors and weave yourself into the fabric with purpose, you make the entire tapestry more beautiful and vibrant. How can you start making a positive change in your life? It begins with turning inward. Start by becoming aware of how your everyday choices shape your well-being. Notice how small changes, like setting aside quiet time each morning or getting more sleep, can boost your mood and help you manage stress better. Pay attention to how focusing on your mental health can improve how you handle day-to-day challenges. Next, think about how your internal growth can lead to lasting changes. Maybe it's about finding balance by managing your time more effectively, or learning to say no to things that drain your energy. Or you focus on building positive routines, like practicing mindfulness or finding a hobby that brings you joy. These small shifts can have a profound effect on your mental and emotional health over time. Remember, You don't need to transform everything overnight. Start with what feels manageable, and you'll notice that the positive changes in your life gradually build momentum. As you grow and take control of your well-being, you'll naturally inspire the people around you through your actions and energy. It's also important to keep the bigger picture in mind. The small internal changes you make, whether it's prioritizing rest, developing healthier coping mechanisms, or nurturing your creativity, can create a ripple effect in every area of your life. When you invest in yourself, you'll find you have more patience, energy, and focus for the things that truly matter, benefiting not just you, but also the people closest to you. As you step into this journey of personal growth, be kind to yourself. You may not see immediate results, but trust that every small effort you make today is building a stronger foundation for tomorrow. Even when it's hard to see progress, the changes you plant now will eventually bear fruit. As your positive intentions take root, a profound question emerges. Are you simply a passenger on life's journey, or the author of your own story? The truth about karma and destiny may shock you, challenging everything you thought you knew about free will and fate. Consider this: your life isn't just happening to you. It's a collaboration between your choices and the universe's energy. Think of karma like a garden. Every thought and action you plant grows into your future experiences. But here's the exciting part. You're not just the gardener, you're also the landscape architect. You have the power to design your life's garden, choosing which seeds to plant and nurture. This idea of co-creating your destiny might sound magical, but it's grounded in practical steps. It starts with setting clear intentions. Imagine you're placing an order with the universe. The clearer and more specific you are, the more likely you are to receive what you want. But intentions alone aren't enough. You need to back them up with aligned action. If you want a thriving career, you can't just wish for it. You need to develop your skills, network, and put yourself out there. It's like watering and tending to the seeds you've planted. Your mindset plays a huge role too. Think of it as the soil in your life's garden, a growth mindset, one that sees challenges as opportunities to learn and grow, creates fertile ground for your dreams to flourish. On the other hand, a fixed mindset, believing your abilities are set in stone, can stunt your growth. There are practical tools you can use to shape your destiny. Vision boards are like blueprints for your life. By creating a visual representation of your goals, you're sending a clear message to both your subconscious mind and the universe about what you want to create. Affirmations are another powerful tool. These are positive statements that reinforce your desired beliefs. By repeating them regularly, you're essentially reprogramming your mind to align with your goals. It's like giving your subconscious mind a new set of instructions. Remember, co-creating your destiny isn't about controlling every aspect of your life. It's about finding the balance between taking action and allowing things to unfold. Sometimes the universe might have plans that are even better than what you imagined. Stay open to unexpected opportunities and be willing to adjust your course. Living with intention doesn't mean everything will always go smoothly. Challenges and setbacks are part of the journey. But when you approach life as a co-creator, you see these obstacles differently. They become chances to grow stronger, learn valuable lessons, and refine your path. While facing external challenges can lead to growth, have you considered the power lying dormant in your unexplored inner realms? There's a reason why ancient wisdom traditions speak of confronting one's demons. What truths about yourself have you been avoiding, and how might embracing them transform your life? The concept of the shadow self, introduced by psychologist Carl Jung, suggests that we all have hidden aspects of our personality that we've pushed away or ignored. These are the parts of ourselves we don't want to acknowledge, our fears, our weaknesses, even our secret desires. But here's the fascinating truth. These hidden parts of you might hold the key to unlocking your full potential. Think about it like this. Imagine you're only using half of your toolbox to build your life. Sure, you might be able to create something impressive, but what if you could access all your tools? That's what embracing your shadow self is all about. It's about becoming whole, integrating all aspects of who you are, the good, the bad, and everything in between. So how do you start this journey of self-discovery? One powerful practice is shadow work journaling. This involves writing about the parts of yourself you usually hide or deny. It might feel uncomfortable at first, but it's through this discomfort that real growth happens. You might ask yourself questions like, what traits do I judge harshly in others? Often, the things that bother us most in other people are reflections of parts of ourselves we haven't accepted. Another way to explore your shadow is through creative expression. Art, dance, or music can be powerful outlets for the parts of yourself that don't get to speak in everyday life. You might be surprised by what emerges when you let yourself create without judgment. For some people, working with a therapist or counselor can be incredibly helpful in this process. They can provide a safe space to explore these hidden aspects of yourself and help you make sense of what you discover. Now, you might be wondering, why bother with all this inner exploration? Well, the benefits can be truly transformative. When you start to acknowledge and accept all parts of yourself, you gain a deeper understanding of who you are. This self-awareness can lead to more authentic relationships with others. After all, when you're not hiding parts of yourself, you can connect more deeply and honestly with the people around you. Embracing your shadow can also bring a sense of inner peace. Those internal conflicts that have been draining your energy, they often come from fighting against parts of yourself. When you learn to accept these aspects, that inner struggle begins to fade. But perhaps the most exciting benefit is the unleashing of your true power. Those traits you've been suppressing, they might be the very qualities you need to achieve your goals and live your most fulfilling life. Your weakness might actually be a strength in disguise. Remember, this journey isn't about becoming perfect. It's about becoming whole. It's about embracing all of who you are, your light and your shadow. When you do this, you tap into a depth of power and authenticity that can propel you toward your highest potential. You've discovered the power within. Now, imagine a world where every person realized they were the hero of their own story. What would change if we all understood that the most heroic journey starts exactly where we stand? The path to greatness might be simpler than you think. We've traveled far on this journey of self-discovery, from uncovering the myths that shape our understanding of greatness to embracing our whole selves, shadows and all. But here's where it gets really exciting. The adventure isn't over. In fact, it's just beginning. Think about your favorite heroes from stories and real life. They didn't start out saving the world. They started with small steps, often in the most ordinary circumstances. What if your heroic journey is unfolding right now in your everyday life? Let's break this down into simple steps you can take today. First, set a personal intention. Pick one area of your life where you want to grow. Maybe you want to be kinder to yourself or learn a new skill. Whatever it is, write it down. This is your quest, your personal mission. Next, commit to daily practices. These are like your hero's training montage. It could be 5 minutes of meditation each morning, writing in a journal before bed, or reading something inspiring during your lunch break. These small actions add up over time, shaping you into the hero you're meant to be. Don't go it alone. Every hero needs allies. Look for people who support your growth. This could be joining a group with similar interests, finding a mentor, or simply talking to friends about your journey. Remember, connection is power. Now here's the secret sauce. Embrace the process. Growth isn't always smooth. There will be challenges, setbacks, and days when you feel like you're not making progress. That's okay. In fact, it's part of the journey. Every hero faces obstacles. It's how they respond that makes them heroic. Celebrate your small wins along the way. Did you stick to your meditation practice for a week? That's worth celebrating. Did you face a fear, even if your knees were shaking? That's heroic. These small victories build momentum and confidence. Remember, this journey isn't about becoming someone else. It's about becoming more fully yourself. You're not trying to fit into someone else's idea of a hero. You're uncovering the unique gifts and strengths that make you who you are. As you take these steps, you'll start to notice changes, not just in yourself, but in how you interact with the world. Your actions, no matter how small, create ripples. A kind word here, a brave choice there. It all adds up. You're not just changing your life, you're contributing to the transformation of the world around you. Think about it. What if everyone realized they had this power? What if we all understood that our daily choices shape not just our lives, but the very fabric of reality? It's a mind-bending thought, isn't it? Here's the beautiful truth. You don't have to wait for permission to start this journey. You don't need special qualifications or a dramatic origin story. All you need is the willingness to begin, right where you are. So, what's your first step going to be? Maybe it's setting that intention we talked about. Or perhaps it's reaching out to someone who can support you on this journey. Whatever it is, know this. The moment you decide to begin, you've already taken the most important step. As we wrap up this journey, remember, you are more powerful than you think. Just like Hercules, Joan of Arc, and King Arthur, your story is waiting for you to step into your greatness. Every choice you make shapes your destiny, and even the smallest action can lead to something extraordinary. Now is the time to act. Start by joining our community of like-minded souls, ready to make a difference. Like this video, subscribe to the channel, and share your thoughts in the comments below. Your voice matters, and together we can inspire positive change in the world. You are the hero of your own story. Embrace your power, live boldly, and help us create a wave of transformation. The universe is waiting for you to rise.